3 minutes. You're winning. Stay strong. Zone B captured. You have zone advantage. With 10 warlocks like you, I could turn ideas into weapons. Zone A captured. You have zone advantage. Delightful! Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours. 1 minute. Won't be long now. A well-fought victory.
Hey folks, I'm going to go over a build that I'm having a lot of fun with in the Crucible right now, and basically revisiting an old exotic, one of those gems that I've always enjoyed using, the Stag. Bungie actually recently updated it. Now with the exotic perk, your Rift provides damage reduction to allied guardians standing it, including yourself. So, and it's actually a pretty significant buff, 25% damage reduction to combatants and 15% versus players. So I was like, wow, that's awesome. It's an additional bonus that I didn't expect, honestly, with the Stag. I mean, like I said, this is a hidden gem that people have been kind of sitting on, and it's always been a good exotic. It also grants Rift energy when you're critically wounded. On your death, creates a healing rift on your corpse. And the reason why the Stag is so good is you're constantly having uptime with the Rift. And with that, kind of like the recently deactivated Radiant dance machines, you can couple that with class item mods. So for me, I've been using the newest mod. You need a stasis armor piece, but this is actually better than using, you know, perpetuation, because you actually get a little bit more energy back, or rift energy. With perpetuation, you got to reduce ability cooldown when using your class ability, but I found that it looks like you actually get more with this utility kickstart. When your class ability energy is fully expended, you gain class ability energy, and essentially it looks like you get almost a third back versus perpetuation. So a little bit more of a boost using this version. And I've talked about using the Stag before, but if you use this now, I mean, now you're a little bit more prone to want to experiment using either a healing rift or an empowering rift, and especially since you've got that damage reduction buff. What I like to do is couple this with the newest seasonal exotic, the Lorentz Driver. If you have an empowering rift sitting in it, you can one-shot body guardians basically in the Crucible. Kind of trolly, but it works, and it does the job. You don't necessarily have to have that headshot. And for those who haven't gotten the Catalyst yet, I recommend you wait until you're a little bit higher up in the Season Pass. It makes it a lot easier, but it's fairly straightforward to get. And the Lagrangian Sight, this weapon marks targets with an automated targeting system. Final blows and marked targets generate a telemetry pattern. Picking up telemetry patterns grants bonus ability energy. Collecting 3 telemetry patterns without dying grants this weapon bonus for a long duration. In a nutshell, this exotic allows you to kill marked targets, and the crazy thing is you'll get wall hacks. Now supposedly that's going to be removed in the future. It was a little bit OP, or I think it's a little bit OP with the wall hacks, but it randomly selects a target and then you know where they're located and you end up chasing them down. You kill them, they drop this little talisman or telemetry pattern, you pick it up, get 3 of them, you get that buff, and it lasts for a good 30 seconds basically. So, and with that buff you can actually one-shot body shot guardians as well. And the nice thing too is you get that EM anomaly proccing without necessarily getting a headshot. Normally you need a precision final blow to get that to proc. And I'm sure you've seen plenty of videos out there already about this Lorentz Driver. It's been out for a bit and people have already played around with the Crucible, but it's become quickly one of my favorite exotics. I like using it, and it's just trolly, like I said, one-shot folks in the Crucible. So if you haven't given it a shot, recommend that you try going back to the Stag. It's a great exotic, like I said, a hidden gem that a lot of people sat on for the longest time. So with this pairing of the Stag and the Lorentz Driver, I like to use the Bottom Tree Stormcaller, especially with its new recent buff. Here they buffed landfall on casting storm trance, fireball lightning into the ground, creating a devastating shockwave under you. Before, it wasn't necessarily a guaranteed kill. Now I can say 95% of the time you're going to get killed if I cast that landfall around you. Also, they buffed the Arc Soul so it fires more frequently. Here your Rift now grants you or an ally that uses it an Arc Soul to aid in battle. And also they buffed Electrostatic Surge. Here your Rift lasts longer, it charges faster, and the new benefit is you run faster when allies are near. And yeah, the super is not that bad as well, but here's the Rising Storm. This electrocuting melee ability recharges your super, grenade, and melee energy. That really hasn't changed. But overall, a big plus to the Bottom Tree Stormcaller. Now the reason why I like using Bottom Tree Stormcaller is since I'm using Empowering Rift to try to one-shot body shot folks, if I put it in a rift and no one's coming up to me, the worst case scenario is I get an Arc Soul buddy for me, and I can find a different area to kind of camp and put that rift down to kind of one-shot body shot folks again with the Lorentz Driver. So that's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, please do the YouTube thing, like, subscribe, and share the video. Wasabi out.